your story's not always written for you at the beginning. It's like you could have went in a completely different direction.
I could have. I could have died too.
Yeah.
You know, drugs and alcohol kill. I like to reach out to young people if I can, to not throw in the towel in their 20s. If they get going out and getting fucked up and being foolish, and you know, it's not too late to turn it around.
Thanks for watching, guys. Today's episode is brought to you by Boost Mobile.
Are we rolling?
Okay, our entrepreneur is here.
Uh-oh.
An entrepreneur, an award-winning designer, a business titan with a company currently worth over $3 billion. He is also a devoted family man, a provocative shoe designer. He is nothing but an inspiration.
Oh, God.
You are. You also happen to be Brittany, my executive producer of the podcast. She worked at Steve Madden.
Oh, no way.
You kind of happen to be her boss. You were her boss before I was
All
her
right.
boss.
Okay.
Steve Madden is here.
Okay. Yay. All right. Shoes.
The shoe titan.
Okay. Yes.
Is that how you think of yourself?
No.
How do you think of yourself? When you see your...
Oh,
let me just
God,
tell
that's such a deep question.
I know.
How do I think of myself?
Is that too soon? Too soon?
No, it's okay. It's all good, you know.
Because your name is beyond you.
Yes,
it's like
I know.
Bigger than you.
Well, sometimes, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all the same. We look in the mirror and we see pimples, and you know, we think we're fat, and you know, or whatever it is. And so, every once in a while, that's cool. I'm Steve Madden, but mostly it's, you know, throw out the garbage, you know, whatever.
Throw out the garbage.
That's it. That's mostly
that.
It's
so funny whenever we book somebody, we had this Barbara Corcoran was on recently, and then I would see her buildings. All of a sudden, I noticed every building that she had in New York City. So the same thing with you. I knew you were coming, and it's like there's a Steve Madden store. Like I feel like on every corner. It's not. I know it's not every corner, but
there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. I was just spending some time in Miami. They're all over Florida. They're all over New York. What does that feel like to you when you drive past? Do you even still?
I get a real big kick out of seeing people wear my shoes. That's fun.
More than your
Well,
name.
the stores are good, but then I think about, you know, how are they running and all of that.
Yeah.
So not that I don't enjoy all of this. I do. I'm happy. I've been through a lot. But you know, it's like it lasts 4 seconds, that little euphoria, and then life is.
You're on to real life.
Yeah, I think so. Our kids, you know. My kid goes to school. She looks sloppy. She looks clean.
Is she wearing Steve Madden's?
Most of the time. Sometimes not. Sometimes not.
Does it piss you off?
Causes me pain. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it piss you off?
It is a sore point.
How dare she?
Yeah, and my son doesn't always wear Steve Madden, which really drives me crazy.
What does he wear? Sneakers?
He wears Margiela sneakers. I know. It's unbelievable. and he fibs to me, and we were being in an elevator. I said, whose shoes are those? And he's 18, and he says, they're yours, Steve Madden. And I find out they're Margiela. Oh, no. But
the disrespect in your own home.
I know. It's unbelievable.
But it's fascinating, really. I can't imagine for you, when you design these shoes and you walk around the city, because you're still in the city, right? You live in New York?
I live in New York.
Yeah, so you're walking around New York, and every, one out of how many people have a pair of Steve?
Oh, I don't know. I see the bags around a lot. Yeah.
The bags are everywhere.
The bags are everywhere.
The shoes are everywhere.
Yes.
Like you went to the Knicks game last night. Are you sitting at the Garden looking at people's feet?
I do. Yeah. I always look at people's feet. I've been in the shoe business since I'm 17 years old.
Yeah.
And that's my life. And so I often, when I shake someone's hand, I always look down and at people, and I don't know if people notice it. I'm sure it's weird.
Yeah.
But I do. I can't help it.
That's really funny.
That's what I do.
What is that like? Because, I've interviewed a lot of artists, music artists, and I always hear stories of people like when they first started rapping, they would sell their mixtapes out of the backseat of their trunk. They would sell mixtapes, but I don't know anybody who's done the shoe hustle out of the trunk.
I did that. Yes,
you did that. What is the shoe hustle?
And it's so funny because that's why I did have a few friends in the music business.
Yeah.
And I sort of connected with that hustling kind of vibe.
Mentality,
yeah. I was good friends with a couple of guys.
With Irv, right?
With Irv Gotti, yes. Irv Gotti, I was thinking about him today. I miss him so much.
Me too.
And I can't believe he's not here anymore. And but he has that. He had that. They come from that school.
It's the hustler spirit.
The hustler spirit. Yeah. I used to go to games with Irv and Ja Rule, and they were great. We had so much fun. Yeah.
Take me to your time though. Take me, who is that guy who's selling shoes out of the trunk of the car? Who are you? What age are you?
So I worked for a company when I was in my 20s. And then I went on my own in my 30s,
Yeah.
you know, and I just started with one shoe. There was a little factory in East New York in the middle of a tough neighborhood. And, I would just I started with what I could do, what I mean by that is I didn't have a lot of money, so I couldn't, it couldn't be like a startup, like I started with one shoe. I would go to the stores. I would sell the shoe.
Are you being like serious? Like one shoe?
I actually started with one shoe. It was a little clog.
Yes.
And I had a bankroll.
Yeah.
And I carried it in my pocket. And I had a couple of employees, and I used to pay them every day. At the end of the day, here's $60, here's $80, every single day.
And what were they running around doing for you?
No, I'm just saying, like, I had a driver was my first employee.
Got it.
Because I had like 22 DWIs. So I had no license. So I had a driver, and a guy worked in my building where I lived in the village. So I had a driver, and we'd go and we'd sell the shoes, and then, and it just started like that. It really you just start, where you can, and built up bankroll.
There's really something to that. I mean, obviously there was 1,000 steps in between and the ups and downs and all of that, but there's really something about that moment for so many people who have an idea, have a dream, have a thing. It's like, do the one start, get the one shoe.
Yes, that is exactly right. Or do the one thing. A lot of people, people have, just hear like the word startup. So I get this idea of like an office with a lot of like desks,
right?
And it's a startup. I don't actually know what it means. They get some money and they start up. But for me, the startup was to take a shoe, and get it into stores. I had connections with the stores from my previous job, and they bought the shoe and they reordered the shoe, and then I had two shoes.
You put a label on it. You put a
Steve
label?
Madden, yeah. And then it just multiplied.
And then from that point to today, that's how many years now?
It's 36. This will be the 36 years. Started in 1990.
Wow.
Yeah. Started it's almost about 36 years. And then
does that even feel like you still like, or does it feel like, I don't know. It's like a story at this point, right? It's long ago.
It's a story. It is a story, but it's me, and I'm still a hustler, and I'm older and wealthier and maybe less insecure. I'm lucky that I could be on a show like yours, and these are things that I never really talk about since I don't have a psychiatrist anymore. But I feel like, for me, okay, I got kids and I'm feeding my kids like a hunter gatherer, in my mind. And, that's it. I'm getting up. I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to feed them. And I know that sounds a little primitive, but for me, it helps me. It keeps me going during the day. It's not about me. I got to take care of these 3 kids and ex-wife and ex-girlfriends and all that bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
So that's the motivation now, because back then your motivation was what? To make money, to be successful, to beat your demons, because I know a lot of your story. I know that you've been through trauma and addictions and loss and
addiction. Yes.
I mean, addiction itself.
Yes.
It's not a small thing.
It's not a small thing.
It's a blurb in your in your book, in the cover of your book, and it talks about you're recovering, but addiction is sometimes people's whole story.
That's so smart what you're saying. Doesn't have to be your whole story, but it's definitely part of my story. But it doesn't have to be the whole story. It's just so. It's hard to explain it to people. It's considered, substance abuse is a disease by the textbooks now. And when you're in it, it's hard to get out of it, and liken it to, sometimes like diarrhea, let's just say. And you can't, I know this is awful, but you can't will yourself to stop. Like, I'm going to just not go to the bathroom. But
Wow.
that's the way it is getting high.
Wow.
You know, you
Oh,
just,
wow.
yeah, you know, it's kind of like that. And when you're in it, it's really almost impossible to get out of it.
Wow.
And it's you know, but
Had you beaten the addiction at the early stages of your like, the trunk out the trunk
the
guy?
trunk days, that's when I started getting sober, the trunk days.
Yeah.
You know, yes, you can get sober. One can get sober. It
Wow.
can happen.
What is
And
the
if I can get sober,
yeah.
anybody can get sober because
But
I
what is the
was,
thing? What do you attribute that to?
you
How?
know,
How did
I go to, I have places that I go where people like me and we, you know, and that's what we do.
mhm,
You know, it's, um, yeah, you have to surround yourself with healthy people
mhm.
and,
Is it still an ongoing and like
absolutely.
yeah, forever.
Yes. Yes. It's ongoing.
Wow.
Yes.
Does that stick with you through, like, uh, I don't know, you've had so many highs, awards, success,
Yeah.
money. No, seriously, it's not a small thing. People work
My
there it's a big thing.
money, 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 money. Yeah, yeah.
People listen,
I know. Well, if you know,
money is a real thing.
it's a real thing, and money cannot make you happy.
Yeah.
You know, I
Can't
know
cure addiction.
it can't cure addiction, and it cannot make you happy. You can buy, you can buy
Resources?
things,
Uh-huh.
and you can be comfortable with money, but money itself will not make you happier. It will not. But um, but of course, because it's sort of an inside job.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it occurs to me that sometimes it can depress people in a way because you think, okay, well, once I get this, I'm going to be good, you
Yeah.
know, and then you get it. And then it's like, wait, I still feel like shit. What's going on here?
Mm.
You know? And so then it can be a little bit depressing in a way, like a
Probably
little postpartum.
probably could set people back to their
Yeah.
addiction.
Well, you know, you can say, like, I thought I was going to be so happy, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking about like somebody that's a movie maker or whatever, you know. I mean, and they have, let's say, a lot of money, but
Mm,
I think they want to make money, but they also want to make good movies,
mm,
you know. So, and I feel that way. I want to make money, but I want to make good shoes, and I want to have a great company because I have money now, you know.
mhm.
So, um,
So now the goal is good
yeah, I mean, the goal
shoes.
is to have a great business and live sort of a healthy life, you know. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't mean eat kale, you know what I mean?
That would suck.
I mean, like, you know, sort of live sort of a healthier, make healthier choices,
Mhm. What is
and
that for you? What does that look like for you?
less, no temper tantrums. Do you know what I mean? I used to lose my temper a lot, and you know, stuff like that. And uh, and also knowing that a lot of things have nothing to do with you.
Mm,
So you know, when you're not really healthy, every kind of little thing you get insulted easily. You know, somebody doesn't answer your phone or doesn't text you right back, you know, and a
mhm,
lot of things have nothing to do with you.
mm.
So if you can live your life like that, that's for me, that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, and you learn that, you know, they're not even thinking about me. They're just, it's not an insult. You know, this
Mhm.
has nothing to do with me, you know.
That's the message, that's, like, the thing you
That's
thought.
very important,
Yeah.
you know. But certain, you know, I've been in that place where everything's about me. You know, everything's about me all the time, you know. And so we talk about, you know, freedom from the bondage of self, you know.
Mhm.
And so being healthy is kind of like that. It's kind of like not everything is about me, and don't get insulted over every little thing that goes on. I mean, you know, people like that.
Oh, yeah.
They get insulted about every little thing, and sometimes you're with them, you go, "Why are they upset? What did I say something? You know, what did I do?" And I hate that, but I could be that guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
but you're
could
trying to not be.
I could be that guy,
You're trying to be
walk
better,
around pissed off all day.
but you're trying to be better.
Well, I'm trying to be happier. I'm
Yeah,
trying to be, I don't know, better, but I'm trying to be happier, and I'm trying to, you know, it's good to learn about stuff too.
yeah.
But not everybody needs.
Today's show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet, Florida's sports book. Listen, even if you're not the biggest football fan in the world, you are still tuning in, and maybe you want to get in on the action too. I know I do. If you haven't signed up with Hard Rock Bet yet, there's never been a better time. New signups can double their winnings on their first 10 bets, maximum $50. Plus, you won't want to miss Hard Rock Bet's $7 million big game bonus party. Place a $10 big game parlay, and you'll get a share of $7 million in bonus bets, win or lose. Every parlay counts, and the more you place, the bigger your share. So if you're in Florida or New Jersey, the big game energy doesn't have to just live on the app. You can head to Hard Rock Casino for drawings, giveaways, and all the excitement leading up to the kickoff. Or you could just go on the app. That's Hard Rock Bet. Download the Hard Rock Bet app and make your first deposit today. You're like a lot of people's boss, yes? Like,
yes.
How many people?
Thousands.
Thousands of people's boss.
Yeah, thousands.
Boss.
Yes. Well, yes.
People expect you to have the answers to a lot of things.
Well, we have a big company today, and there's a lot of layers, so I don't know everybody like I used to know everybody in the company.
Yeah.
But I
just wonder what that feels like, to have to be a leader of so many people.
You know, the funny thing is, it's and in some ways it's the opposite. Many of the guys and women and men that work for me don't always listen to me. So, and I go, why aren't they listening to me? You know, and so if you had some people like me in business, you'd find that that's a very common thing.
Yeah.
You know, that they don't.
Well, that would require you to hire well.
I've hired so well. Mm-hmm. That's really one of the keys to my success. I've been very lucky. I picked a lot of smart people.
What is the secret? What is the secret sauce? What is the thing? Because there's a lot of shoe companies, a lot of what is the Steve Madden secret sauce that lets you have this much success for so long?
There is no secret sauce. We work hard. We move quick. Speed, product. You know, we have a North Star in our company. All the people that I work with have this, we know. So I always say, like, take care of the product first and the money will come. Mm-hmm. That's sort of the way I believe. You know, I don't really get too hung up on that. Of course, making money, profit's very important, but the first thing is make sure you have good shoes. Yeah. So that's what we do. Yeah. That's what it is.
And when you go into design, even now,
we're trying to make shoes that people want to buy. Yeah. That's what I want to make.
That's it.
I'm not interested in making shoes people don't want to buy.
But you serve as a very specific customer too, right? It's like you chose accessibility, right? You chose to be able to be affordable, and because you could have designed, I'm sure.
I don't know.
You don't think you could have designed
I'm not sure.
$1,000 shoe?
I've always been in the same thing. I make shoes that are not too cheap, not too expensive.
It's a sweet spot. It really is.
It's a nice spot. You know, it's a nice spot. No, you know, I don't know if I could. I don't really know if I could. I'm just
You've never thought about that?
Well,
come on.
You know, it's a different ball game. It's just a different thing.
Jay-Z had a famous Steve Madden line. I wonder how you felt about that line.
You know, I was in prison when that happened.
Oh, my goodness.
I was.
How did you take that?
Well.
Because you could take it good or bad.
I couldn't care less. I'm happy, you know, I was in prison and he mentioned me and, you know, everybody was talking about it. And I actually met him at a party. Yeah. And I told him about it, and he laughed in my face. Actually,
no, he didn't.
He did. I don't know if he heard me. We were at a party. He was with Beyonce. She was so nice. No,
she's lovely.
She really was so lovely.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Well, how did you handle it? What did you say?
Right next, and I said, "I got to tell you a story." And and I told him the story. And he just giggled and laughed in my face. So,
that's all he had. Did you?
That was it.
Did you offer any feeling about it?
I was trying to talk to him about it, but he wasn't.
It wasn't the time. Probably. It wasn't the time.
But his wife was lovely.
Yeah, but so what? So you're in prison.
Yeah, and it came out. It was a
thing.
Yeah, it was a thing.
And then how did you feel about that?
It was fine. It was good.
He
fun.
mentioned,
it was
mentioned
okay.
your brand.
He mentioned the brand, and it was fine. And You know, it was no big deal, but I wanted to like talk to him, like, Jay-Z, let me
Well,
tell you
what
about
would you have
this
said?
thing.
What would you
I don't know. I just like, I was in prison. You helped me out. Everybody treated me so great. Thanks to
You wanted to
you.
have your moment.
Yeah, he wasn't going for it. He wasn't going for it.
Maybe it wasn't the
But
time.
it's fun.
Maybe it wasn't the time,
I'm sure he
Steve.
was busy doing what he
I
does.
feel like there was a whole bunch of other lyrics too. I feel like that you've
There was some other
been
ones.
mentioned.
Yeah,
And,
I met all those guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, I met Nas. That was fun.
How was that?
He was cool.
Yeah.
I met Nas and met T.I. I
Mm.
took a plane ride with T.I.
The plane?
I like T.I.'s music, by the way.
Okay.
Well, that was big also when I was away.
Oh,
That
yes.
sound, you know,
Yeah.
You Don't Know Me, all those songs.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I tried to tell him that too, but I had him on a plane with me, so he couldn't get away from me.
You had
Yeah.
you had his full attention.
Yeah, I had his full attention.
What was that time like for you?
It was heartbreaking.
Mm.
Heartbreaking moment. And
you're already, your shoes are already.
I'm already hot. Everybody knows who I am. I'm
You're in the
not like I am today, but you know, it was 20 years ago, and it is the doing of the time is not terrible. I mean, it's not like going to the
It's not
fucking
great.
St. Regis
Yeah.
fucking hotel. It's terrible. But actually, you know, you get in a groove, you know, you're surviving, you're doing your thing, you're working out, you're reading, you know, having some laughs with the guys, and you know, you're getting through the day, you know. But the heartbreaking thing is that all the stuff's going on outside. People are falling in love and having children and eating steak and
moving on with their lives.
moving on, and you think it's like being dead. You know, it's kind of like being dead. Like, this is what death is like. Only I'm not dead, but you know, like, everybody's out there doing their thing, and you're, you know, and especially after visiting day, you know, people would come to see me, and then they would go one way, and I would go back to my little cube.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and my heart would break as I would walk back. You know, I would have this sadness, you know, that everybody's going to something, and I'm going back and
to yourself,
reading People magazine or something. But you know, I mean, so
it's tough.
It was tough.
It's even tough as somebody who's visited people. I've visited people in jail, and that moment when the person in their jail clothes is turning around and going back.
Yeah.
It's tough to even watch that from the outside.
Yeah.
To think about that. So I can only imagine.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
What it's like to be the guy going back.
Yeah.
So that was very hard.
So what is the thing that like drives you through? You've been through so much, and then you get out of jail, by the way, then you get out.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good.
That was so good.
It was so good.
But now you're out.
Yeah.
You probably like on a, it's like right now, what do they call it? This February is the year of the horse.
The year of the horse, yeah.
You were probably like in that.
Yes, I was.
Right?
I came out and I had a lot of energy, and I was grateful, and it was an exciting time to come out, and thankfully, you know, the team was in place, and we went and we just exploded. You know, it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, I was very lucky like that.
It's super inspiring, and it's so much of a testament to, like, I don't know, it's just like your story's not always written for you at the beginning. It's like you could have went in a completely different direction.
I could have died too.
Yeah.
You know, drugs and alcohol kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
you
there
just
were
don't
times.
wake up one day. That's it. Yeah.
So what was the thing that woke you up?
Well, you know, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. We have alcoholism in my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my brothers too. And so, you know, I don't know, lucky star, you know, and but you have to surround yourself with a lot of sober people. And
is there survivor's remorse in that?
No, but there are times when you would just, you know, you feel like I just need to get high, or I need to get out, you know, and those are the times you need to reach out. I mean, now I feel like smoking a Marlboro Red.
Right now?
Yeah.
What?
Like,
is it me? Is
I
it our
miss
conversation?
that. I don't know. Lately, I've been missing
Cigarettes?
Smoking a cigarette, so bad. It's so bad for you.
Don't do it.
I'm not doing it, but I'm just saying it's so like that's what oh God, just want to like light up a cigarette, and just
Oh
yeah,
my
I know
God.
but
So bad.
it's so bad and it's so good. It's so bad. And
So
it's so bad and so good and it's so bad and I have
what
shitty lungs to
do you
begin
have to
with.
have
So
different vices now to kind of like replace?
well,
Yeah.
I work out a lot. I work out, and I don't know. It's not that special. We're just.
You are special,
No, I
Steve.
don't know about all that.
Hey guys, support for this podcast is brought to you by Walden University. Have you ever thought to yourself, what if I could go after what I actually want and I could really make a difference? Well, you are not alone. And this is exactly why I want to tell you about Walden University. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working adults like you get the W with the knowledge, the skills, and everything you need to build the future that you want. And you can make a difference where it matters most. If you've been waiting for the right moment, this is it. Head to waldenu.edu and take that first step. Walden University set a course for change, certified to operate by Chev.
Okay, so these are just in real life questions. Pick one till you like.
Okay,
Pick one till you like one and then
all right.
answer it.
How happy are you from
Oh,
a scale of 1 to 10?
today.
Today I'm a 9. Today I'm a 9, but every day is different.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm happy. Okay.
You're a happy guy most of the time?
Most of the time. Okay. Then when I walk in a room, I want people to feel. What do I want them to feel?
Yeah, what do you want people to think about?
Respect.
Mm.
Maybe respect.
What do you respect most about yourself?
I respect the ability to do things that are not comfortable. Mostly not getting high. I respect that about myself.
Good for you.
Yeah. No, really, that's true.
It's a real thing.
Yes, it sure is.
Yeah. But what are the things
Or going to the bar, people are drinking tequila. Everybody drinks tequila now.
Yeah.
I miss the tequila thing. Like people are like fans. They buy these like
Is this pissing you off?
$100 bottles or whatever, maybe even more bottles of tequila. They're experts. They are. They're tequila. I know people that fancy themselves tequila experts, and I'm sipping on a Coke.
Does it piss you off a little bit?
Sometimes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
What should people know? Because there's so many of us. I have family, gambling addicts, also
yes,
alcoholics.
Sure, yeah.
So what should people know about addicts? Like, what should outside people, when dealing with family, or what should they understand? Because it's hard sometimes from the outside, from family members. You know this.
Yeah, that's a big question. What should they understand? That it's a disease.
Yeah.
It's a disease.
Yeah.
Like diabetes, like cancer. It's a disease. They can't stop. Addicts can't stop. Alcoholics can't stop. But there are places where they can stop. It's arrested. You can arrest it, but you can't cure it. Ever.
Wow.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't have a great life. And you arrest it and you go on and you could have a great life.
You're like the poster boy for that.
Well, today I am. You know what I mean? It's it's a day at a time, and there's a lot of people out there that are sober and some doing great things. They don't broadcast it.
Yeah.
But
because it's probably hard to revisit sometimes, right?
They want to stay humble about it too. But Anthony Hopkins just celebrated 50 years of sobriety. The old actor that was in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
I saw he went out and spoke about it online.
I
saw him on TikTok.
Had he never talked about it before?
Well, yeah, people knew about it. But
wow.
50 years.
50 years.
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless is right.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
What do you like when we talk about business? It's like there's so many people. I'm sure you do a lot of mentorships. You have your organizations. You believe in rehabilitation and giving people a I know even in your company you hire.
We do. We
formerly incarcerated.
Yeah, we have a few people that I was in prison with work with me.
Oh, that's the work for your company?
Yeah, and then we work with some organizations, the Doe Fund, and I like to reach out to young people if I can, to not throw in the towel in their 20s if they get going out and getting fucked up and being foolish, and it's not too late to turn it around.
Yeah.
And it's hard to teach the entrepreneur thing. Yeah. So you're an entrepreneur. And
yes,
it could be anything. It's just someone that makes their own way, and does things differently and is succeeding.
Yeah, what's so funny though? I just was saying this to Brittany. I was like, my whole career, I have never focused on money enough. I've always been like, I want to I want to do this great thing, which you probably have some of that with your shoe, but you've also been very diligent about creating a successful, financially, successful company. It's different.
I think that's a good point you're making. I think you have to make money as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I actually think if you're failing as the entrepreneur, if you're not ringing the register. I think you need to ring the register.
Gotta ring the register.
But of course, if you have passion, you're an artist, you're trying to design that dress or make that song or and so you say, well, I'm going to do that. But usually if you take care of those things, the money will follow, and you have to make sure that
But that's what they've always said to us. And I feel like we've gotten a lot of shit wrong.
Well,
Number one, we have to be hustle. You have to hustle, work so hard all the time. I don't know if that was right. At this big age, I'm starting to think maybe I need a little more balance, right? And maybe I had to work hard for all those years to get the balance now.
Well, working hard is good. Working smart is good.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, you create something you love and the money will come. I don't know if that's always right.
Sometimes it doesn't, but if you're smart, that's part of the trip. You have to make that happen.
Yeah.
That's part of the entrepreneurial trip.
Yeah.
You're balancing like, do I want to enrich myself? Do I want to build my business? Like there's so many things that go into this ride that you're on. I was just listening to, audiobook because my eyes are shit.
I saw it in the glass. So you trying to go in the bowl.
Oh God. And I was listening to a book. There's Lorne Michaels. He's the Saturday Night Live guy.
Yeah, of course.
And, was taken with, he's been there forever and he's built this huge thing. And he's a great entrepreneur. And he had so many things, on his plate that he was, and I was really taken with the book. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I met him once.
Yeah.
And, but it was a long time ago and he doesn't remember me, I'm sure. But it's okay.
Who cares?
Who cares, really?
You got something out of his book. That's all that matters. I got something out of his book. There's people watching this podcast that'll never meet you, but will get something out of this interview.
Yeah, that would be great.
What makes a great entrepreneur?
There's just, I feel like it's this big boat ride you're on and you got to keep the boat moving. And it's a battle that it's not always so great, the entrepreneur thing. It's very lonely too. It can be because you're on this journey and you're trying to survive and flourish, and people are attacking you, and there's swamps, and you just got to keep moving forward. And so the great thing for me is that I got a lot of help. I got a lot of people helping me. So even though my name is on the shoe, I got so many great people that I work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't always like that.
You start, you don't have any,
No, you're in the boat by yourself at some point.
Myself. Yeah, I was in the boat by myself.
And you're not just Steve, you're not just in the boat by yourself. You're like in the boat with like this history and trauma.
Yeah.
And addiction.
Yeah.
You're still in this boat.
I'm in the boat.
Mean, that's fucking...
I'm still in the boat.
You're still in the boat.
I'm still in the boat, baby.
But there was a time when you were in that boat by yourself.
Still in the boat.
Yeah.
But,
the boat's bigger now.
The boat is bigger, but still. And then, there's different challenges as you go along,
Yeah.
And so.
What's been some of your biggest ones aside from addiction, obviously?
So, letting go and letting smarter people do stuff and, that, and not freaking out. I'm the kind of guy that if we had a big market, a big show, and I didn't like, the cookies, I would freak out. I'd call the person, what the fuck is this? This tastes like medicine. I was like that. I was crazy like that. I needed to control everything, but then as you go along, you realize, that you can't control everything.
No.
And so you learn what you can. sort of control. And
So now if you go in the place and the cookies are bad, what do you do?
I don't say anything anymore. But maybe I will.
But inside, you're dying.
The cookies, the fucking cookies. You can't make a bad cookie because it's such a waste of like calories.
Right?
It's crazy when I go to a mall. Malls,
okay,
and the elevators don't work. These guys charge so much money for these stores. They are so successful, and they can't fix the escalator.
How dare they?
The escalator. And the escalator didn't work at Madison Square Garden last night.
Yesterday,
there was an escalator going down to 7th Avenue, and the escalator didn't work. He can't afford to. He pays Brunson $50 million a year. He can't fix the escalator.
Fucking escalator.
What is that? Because they don't give a shit about the public because they got a product. That people love, but
and they're gonna walk up the people walk up the escalator.
They don't care. But on the other hand,
I
used to stay at the Wynn hotels in Las Vegas because the room service coffee was so great. And I thought to myself, this guy, this Steve Wynn, this nut, he's an amazing hotel man. He took care of that detail. His coffee, I'm telling you, a coffee person.
Yeah.
His coffee was so fucking great. And I stayed there. I was loyal to him.
You could stay anywhere in the world you want.
His room service coffee was the greatest thing because he cared about his. And that attention to detail, really, I love that.
I was going to say, you're passionate.
Shout out to Steve Wynn.
You're passionate.
Right?
You're passionate.
I always wanted to say that.
I just played the Wynn.
Shout out. I love when people do that.
Shout out to Steve Wynn.
White people don't do that. Shout out to Steve Wynn. No, I'm serious. But it's really true, But I do like that because it's like, yes. I don't know where he is. I see him on TikTok.
You always wanted to give a shout out?
Shout out to Steve Wynn. Because he really cared. This billionaire dude, I know that he cares. Said, I want my coffee to be great.
And he cares about the detail.
Yes, he did.
That's why
I was loyal to the Wynn Hotel because of it.
They have a lovely golf course as well, by the way.
They do. I've played it.
I'm a golfer.
Yes, you are. I didn't know that. Yes, I've played the Wynn
I just found the game about 4 years ago,
great.
and this is what I'm an addict. I'm a golf addict at this point.
Yeah, I will golf. Sport.
I will golf every day if I can.
Yeah. You play in Miami?
I do.
Anytime you want to go to Lagos, let me know.
I want to go.
Yeah, hit me up. Yeah,
I'm gonna hit you up. And I want to go with Steve Madden. And you should make a Steve Madden golf shoe.
Yes,
that I can play in at Lagos.
You know what? I think we did make some golf shoes.
Really?
Yeah, we did. It was fun, but it was
I'm gonna
tough
find
business.
it. I'm gonna find one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dig one up, and I'm gonna show up at Lagos in my Steve Madden.
Well, because people they don't wear. When I started to play golf as a child, I really started when I was 14.
Yeah.
And golf shoes were really cool.
Yeah.
They were like tassels and two-tones and amazing, mind-blowing golf shoes were mind-blowing.
Yeah.
If you look in the 50s, you look at the 60s, the old players wore beautiful shoes. And then it kind of like Nike sort of took over the business and they're sort of like sneakers now.
I try to cuten it up. I do the little flaps on top of my sneakers sometimes.
I like the flaps. I'm all about flaps.
Those are good.
Yes. Flaps are good.
I'll put on a good golf.
Yeah, a little golf
shoe for you. Yeah. And we do Lagos.
Yes.
So you golf.
I do. Play golf.
So that's a good meditative. That's like meditation to me. It's like
it's so frustrating.
Well, everything's frustrating.
I lose my fucking mind on the golf course, but I love it.
Hey guys, Boost Mobile is proving that you do not have to overpay for great wireless. Unlock the savings with the $25 a month forever unlimited plan. It's a permanent price with no contracts and no price hikes. So you can keep your phone, your number, and you can save up to $600 a year compared to other major carriers. So stop overpaying and switch to a fair price at boostmobile.com and do it today. Based on average annual single line payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months on the Boost Mobile unlimited plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
So we have a segment that we do on IRL podcast.
Okay.
It's the Angie it's the voice note section. It's presented by Boost Mobile. Thank you to our
Okay.
sponsors. We love Boost Mobile. And it's usually a fan, a friend, or somebody has a question or a comment or whatever. So she's going to do our voice note today.
Okay.
She's a former employee of Steve Madden.
Right.
Yes.
She worked in the Aventura store?
Yes, I did.
Wow, that's one of my favorite stores.
In my last year of college, I had failed my senior semester class.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated being in school. I was like in a bad place. And Steve Madden was my first retail job. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go work at Steve Madden. And it was one of the best times that I've ever had. Whoever was my manager at the time really like life into me. And you also had the best employee perks because it was 50% off of the shoes.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. He said,
Gotta
wow,
look into that.
shit.
What is that? No,
and I worked during the busiest times. I worked through Christmas and
Black Friday,
and
yes.
you came and you visited, and I was like, "What the fuck is Steve Madden doing in the store?"
I do that.
And I was working cashier, and you said something to me. You were like, "You got the best seat in the house."
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, I was like,
I got to upgrade my material. That was good, but I love going to Aventura during the holidays. I love shopping around and seeing the action. Yeah.
You like helped one of the sales associates sell a shoe that you came really early, like before the big rush on Black
Right.
Friday.
Wow.
But that like inspired me to like, and then I started reading up about your story, and that inspired me to finish school. I went back, I finished. I was at your store for like 4 or 5 months, and it was just like one of the best experiences in retail that I ever had. Minus some of the people, because retail also teaches you a lot about dealing
some of the customers
with the public.
Yes,
dealing with people.
They can be rude.
Yeah,
I know.
Of course. But I always respected that. Hey, you're giving us your hard-earned money.
Sure.
And,
yes.
And you want to make sure that you're getting funded. So that never bothers me. But I really admire the ecosystem that you created.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, so it wasn't even really a question.
There was no question. Yes.
Was there a question? There's no question.
That's okay. Well, I used to I loved going to the Aventura Mall and so many different, it's just great customers, all different walks of life, very, very cross-section-y.
Yeah.
And it was great.
You like to, you probably study the customer to some extent. No?
Well, I do.
Yeah.
I do. There's all types. And Aventura is great because we've so many different, we used to get a lot of South Americans, Canadians. And
you test shoes there too, right?
We do. We test a lot of shoes in Aventura.
How do you test a shoe?
So what you do is, you make a short run, little sample in a sample room. And so for instance, an example of that would be you would make a sandal and you put it in Aventura because it's freezing in New York and no one's buying a sandal. So you go down there and you get a little feedback on it. So if they start picking up the sandal, you know that you might have something.
This is a good one here.
Yes, test and react. We still do it.
I love that you love this still.
I do. That's my favorite part of the business.
Is what?
I love that. Testing shoes and seeing what they mean. I love it.
All these years later.
Love it. I still do. And it's such a gas, it's really.
I'm sure people come to you for advice all the time about starting businesses.
Usually they come to me for money.
Really? What is the number one thing people ask for money for?
I mean,
they come to you startups and things like that.
A lot of stuff. Usually I get 15 or 20 before 1 o'clock.
But what about people who are really starting? Do you have like advice that you give to people about?
You know what? Chad yelled at me last time because I always say the same thing.
It's okay.
Chad, my colleague over there. I believe that you have to learn the business. A lot of people want to go into business, and I think it's helpful to know the business. For example, I think that if you were, wanted to learn the restaurant business, it would be helpful to maybe work in a restaurant, maybe be a waitress or a waiter, And if your goal, like if you said, like, I want to open my own joint one day or be a bartender, like, I think those are just things that come to mind.
Yes. Learn your business.
I think learning the business and then going into business is now for me, that happened sort of organically. I was just sweeping a basement when I was 16. By 17, I was up on the floor selling shoes. I mean, I learned all these things. It wasn't a plan, it was just the way it went down. But by the time, I was ready to go on my own, I knew a lot of stuff already. I had sort of good, had sort of good college. It was sort of the school of shoes.
Yeah, people never want to do that. They want to go right to the.
Yes, they do. They seem to right now, this generation, because, they see the on social media, you see all the success and you want to do it right away. And I certainly don't blame them.
Yeah.
But I am telling you my advice, and that's
learn the ropes.
Learn the ropes, man, and whatever, or the other thing is to find a mentor. Like if you got lucky to work in a company, let's say it was a bigger company and you had somebody that you looked up to that you worked for and you would be willing to do anything as an assistant or whatever the title was, that is like just
gold.
That is fucking gold.
Yeah.
You get a mentor and you learn and and those are the things that I would suggest. I mean, and then the other stuff, whether you have talent or not, it's another story. Right?
A story for another day.
It is a story for another day.
Anyway, I know we're wrapping up and I probably shouldn't ask. This is more of like a beginner. I should have asked at the beginning, but is there something about a shoe? Like, what is the love of a shoe?
It's a great question. It's just what I do.
Well, where did that come from?
I worked in a shoe store as a teenager.
I know, but how did you even wind up there?
It was God. I don't know what it was. The universe.
There it is, the universe.
I walked into a shoe store and got a job.
Because you needed money.
I needed a job. I was a kid and you went to work. That's what you did. In those days, so you got a job.
What was the shoe store?
It was a shoe store in
a regular
my hometown.
Neighborhood
shoe store called Toulouse.
Toulouse.
It was called Toulouse. And the owner of the store was a sort of an ex-hippie. He was I was, again, another lucky break. This guy was this like great artist character and he owned the store and he was like this like ex-hippie, he looked like a rock star and he had the store and I wanted to be like this guy. And so that was it.
So you just shoes.
And so that was it. That's the thing. You get a mentor, So what a break that is.
Yeah.
If you can find somebody.
Yeah. I'm sure you've done that for a lot of people.
I don't know about all that, but
no,
hopefully.
It's true. Look at even Brittany, young Brittany.
Young
Brittany was one. I'm sure there are many, many. All right, and then finally, what does the future look like? What is the next 5-10 years?
So the future, what does the future look like?
What are your goals now? What do you have any more goals? Or are you just trying to be a good dad, get a good night's sleep?
Get a good night's sleep, be a good dad, be a good guy.
No, seriously.
I like to work.
Your legacy.
I like working.
Let's talk about your legacy. Come on, Steve.
I don't know. Here's what I want to do. I want to make great shoes. I still do. I want to make shoes that you guys all buy. We
buy them all the time. So you did that already.
So no. But the thing is that before this, you have a thing. Well, maybe I should make a movie. Or maybe I should make go into music business, right? Because I like music.
Yeah.
Right? But just because you like music doesn't mean you can go into the fucking music business. That's dopey. I did that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people that make a lot of money do that stuff. And so you learn that, it's not about staying in your lane. I don't give a shit about that. I mean, there are many people that do a lot of different things. But for me, this is what I do.
Your thing.
I do what I do. And, I'm cool with it. And I'm happy to listen to music and not own it.
Right. I'm not going to go be a professional golfer anytime soon.
Exactly. I wish I was better at golf.
Yeah. But even then, I don't want to be a professional.
No.
It's
but
just for
you'll
fun.
see them down there. Yes.
Yeah. But then you find that thing, your shoe.
Shoe.
And then it becomes your thing.
Yeah. It is my thing.
What about in real life though, as a human being? Do you have anything that you're chasing for yourself?
God, it's getting late, honey.
Yeah.
It's kind of late. I'm getting up there. Yeah. I mean, I'm getting up there. I'm still in good shape. I'm still, doing my thing. And
it's getting late.
It's getting late, but I guess the big thing is, trying to raise kids, be a good dad.
Be a good dad.
That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. The thing is, though, there is no secret to that. Everybody could say whatever. Like my father, the stuff that I get from my dad died a long time ago. And I learn it, I get it today. Like now, in my last 20 years. Oh, that's what my dad was talking about. So as a kid, I was an idiot. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's probably healing in a lot.
What's he saying? I don't even know what the fuck he's talking. But now I said, oh shit, that's what my dad meant. Yes. So that's the gift sometimes.
What do you think your parents would think if they saw what the world sees now? Those Steve Madden signs everywhere.
I don't know. They'd be surprised. Maybe. But
think so?
Yeah, but the things you get don't often happen at that moment. And no one listens to their parents when they're 17 or 22.
Yeah.
You think you know everything and you just want to have fun and get high and whatever it is, and but
they'd probably be proud.
They would be proud. And I am so grateful for my parents now, the things that now that I'm able to use the stuff they gave me.
Yeah. I get that. You've done what? You've done pretty well, Steve.
I don't know about all that, but we're trying.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have a lot of people have a testament to what they've learned from you. And I'm hopefully today your story inspires.
It's good to be on the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you for today. Is there any segment things that we need to do before we go? Thank you so much for your time today. You're a fucking rock star.
You got a favorite shoe right now?
Do you have? Yeah, that's a great way to end.
Do you have a favorite shoe?
Do you have an all-time favorite shoe?
I do have. Well, I have a lot of shoes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I like.
Why do you hate those?
Yeah, but I like a lot of some of the boots that I'm making. Yeah. I'm really into. Those are bad.
When you show up for work and Steve Madden says your shoes are trash.
No, but they're cool. They're fine. You know what I like? I love the look. Let me tell you the look I really love. And I've been excited about it for a while.
Okay.
And just now it's bearing fruit. Is the look that girls are wearing dresses with boots. Or skirts with the tall shaft boot and the leg. So they're wearing a short skirt with the boot. Or with a Western boot. Cowboy boot with a short skirt is so funky. Yeah. I just love that look.
Yeah.
I do. It's such a great look.
You don't have a favorite shoe of all time?
Well, I've had so many shoes. I have so many great shoes.
That's like an annoying ass question.
No, it's not annoying.
People ask me all the time, what's your favorite interview of all time? I'm like, it's impossible to say that. It's probably the same thing when somebody says, what is your favorite shoe?
I've had a lot of favorite shoes. I've had so many great shoes. The first time I made a sneaker was so exciting, a platform sneaker. First time I made a slipper. I made this big slipper, changed the slipper business. And everybody went on and made these shoes. And I never made another slipper again. I just called it the Fuzzy. And it was great. But we made a lot of great boots. And now we're making like these, this look, which is very sort of collegey, kind of these short skirts with the boots.
That's what you're into right now.
I love that look.
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's kind of like almost like they wear it in the spring.
Yeah.
It's very sort of festival-y, I think.
Yeah.
They would call it.
I love how much you love it.
I do. I do. I've never been to, what's the big festival?
Coachella?
Coachella. Yeah, my daughter goes to it.
Yeah.
I can't go to this.
But the fact that you still love designing that much is really
It's too hot. Those festivals are too hot. No, they really are. They get so fucking hot. All right,
here's what we learned from Steve Madden today. He's a fucking stickler for detail. He will find what the fuck is wrong with something, but he will also find the beauty of something.
Yes.
You're amazing.
All right.
Steve Madden, everybody.
Very good. Yes. You're so fun. Yes. This is Steve Madden in real life.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of the other episodes we have on Angie Martinez IRL podcast.